Hello, this is GregTech, and today we are playing another episode of GregTech New Horizons Season 2, and this is kinda, well, headache-inducing. Anyway, last episode, we built this area, and I said I couldn't make this. Apparently I lied. We could make this. It wasn't a fun process, it was a bit, well, tedious. But what did I, how did I did is, I would temporarily put this, and this guy, an IV energy hatch, each, and run them directly from the Tesla coil. So yeah, that's that. And also this guy is also running directly from the Tesla coil itself because this guy requires some IV recipes. And actually with this glass tier we can run LUV. And also up to LUV, and also with this laser source hatch, which was a pain. Laser source hatch. Yeah, we have to find cubic zirconia. And how can we get that? I mean, it doesn't have any clear recipe. Yeah, but when you get the flood, you have this recipe. And then you laser engrave it. A lot. So it took a while, and now we have this. And I'm glad I have this. Now, for example, let's make another set, and it will get here. And voila! It's done. It is done. And this is a chemical bath. Just chemical bath. Also, I put this guy here with a direct connection to IV, but I will put some energy thingy-majiggy here. And yeah, that's how we done. And to remove the laser thingy-majiggy here, that means this area is a bit barren. Actually, a lot barren. So, what we're going to do with this? Well, we're gonna move to IV here. We have IV circuit assembler. So, let's do this, and I'm gonna use those guys. And that guy. And let me think about a floor plan. The batteries come here, my friends. And I'm gonna place the circuit assembler here. Extreme transformer here. Yep, that should be okay. Voila, and you will be circuit 3. And you will craft those guys now. This clean room looks a bit too clean. Yeah, a bit too clean. But this is the sound of progress. Why I am doing this? Because I actually want to do those guys. And I cannot do this part because I don't have... Actually, I have no quota, but I first need to go series to get the quest, so it will wait a bit. But what we're going to need is, well, a bit cheaper recipes, because we're gonna dive really deep into the OpenComputers in the next episode. Or maybe this episode, so I don't know. Because yeah, and that's why we are gonna need every help for the circuits we can get. By the way, I already automated this guy, the NPU, finally. We were getting from by hand. Wait, I didn't place them? Where did I place it? Apparently I put that guy in the fluid extractor. Yeah. Yeah. That. Anyway, this is connected. Wait a second, I cannot connect this guy here. Okay, it is okay now. And if you look here... No. Yeah, we can see the craft here. And let's craft a batch. And we should see as soon as possible. It's currently crafting those in autoclave, so it's gonna take a while. And also this guy is working. And for the next part, I have to set up some different things. Actually, I could have set these two up a long time ago, but I end up not doing that because I didn't need them. But we're gonna need them now. First is QAD, and the long version of the name is always randomized, always change. And let's do... Yes, should be okay. And with this guy, we can now make magnum torches. That's all. That's all. This is literally why did I wanted this guy. And dire crafting table. Why it's called dire crafting table? Because it is 9 by 9. And let's place this for some quick brews. And I have a server in my hand. Servers are actually just regular OpenComputer computers like this. And if we look at here, we have 3 card slots, 2 RAM slots, 1 CPU slot, 2 hard disk slots, and 1 diskette slot. If we look at this guy, we have 4 card slots, 1 CPU slot, 3 different kind of slots. We will come to these later. 3 RAM slots and 3 hard disk slots. This guy is component bus. Well, OpenComputers. If you look at the CPU, we have a limit for our components. But for some systems, we're gonna need a bunch more. Well, much more than 16. And we cannot craft this guy yet. Yeah, it requires a UV circuit, and we cannot make one. Yeah, let's look at the... I think the earliest I can make is, around... Yeah, it will be in LUV, right? Yep, earliest we can make this guy is LUV. But we need to now. And if we need more components, we can always make this guy, component bus. This guy can be inserted into servers and it will add more components connection. You can think them as north and south bridges of actual computers. Actually, North and South Bridge is a really old term. You can just say chipsets at the moment. They kind of combined and some functionality moved to CPUs itself, etc., etc. Never mind. And there's a creative version of it too. Holy hell! That is expensive, but if you need that much components, yeah, I can get it. I can get it at that point. Anyway, Yeah. Also, another advantage and both advantage and disadvantage. This guy cannot be directly placed into anywhere. We have to make a rack. I didn't make it yet, but it's I'm currently working on automating everything about it. With this guy, rack, we can place up to 4 servers in single block. And we can also manage their network connections by sites. And also we can do something like that. A server can be connected only internally, so it can only connect to other servers in the same rack. And one other server can connect to others, etc., etc. So you can do things like that. Or just wirelessly. Anyway, also there are some other functionality for servers. The terminal server, that is a specialized thing. Actually, it works like a network KVM. And you can connect with remote terminal, and you can connect to your computer anywhere in the range. There are also, well, not in this part, but computronics. Well, lightboard. You can actually connect RGB lights on the server rack. Self-destruct. Rack capacitor, this is actually a UPS. And switchboard, so you can add buttons to the rack and connect functionality to them. Yeah, that is something we are going to do. Also, another thing we are going to do is microcontrollers. Microcontrollers are exactly the same with the actual microcontrollers. And by the way, spoilers, you're gonna see one, a real life microcontroller in this series. Anyway, microcontrollers are not drones, but they are related. Microcontrollers cannot connect to external peripherals. They are a bit dumb. They are limited at what they can do, but they are amazing at simple tasks. For example, you need an inventory manager, a simple inventory manager. For example, at some certain condition, a chest needs to be filled with exact items. You can do that with microcontrollers. You can do some complex redstone logics with them in single block, etc., etc. They are actually useful. Bit tedious, bit dumb, and you have a really limited memory space for them, like the actual microcontrollers. But if you use them smartly, they are amazing. And also, drones are their flying cousins. They are the same thing, but they can fly. And unlike robots, they do not move like blocks, but they move like entities. They can move in area access, and also they can leash animals. And actually, if you look at the tooltip, I think they can bind Isaac too. That's a good game. Anyway, this is what I'm doing at the moment. And why did I have to do this guy? Because I need solar generator. And solar panels requires this guy. And I have to make a Misc superconductor too. Good. I actually have to make it for the quest itself. So let's continue. Also, one more thing. I made a radon automation. That is actually quite simple. And we have an air intake hatch. Air intake hatch. If you look at it, it is a bit expensive. but it totally worth it because it is tedious to use compressors, guys. Now this guy takes, where was it? Okay, tiny pile of uranium and plutonium, and it turns them into radon and plutonium dust. And then we feed back the plutonium dust here. And the cycle continues. It doesn't need to be fast, but it just needs to work whenever we need. And we get 30k radon always in the system. So yeah, this is what I done. And also I teach a lot of things, and also finally moved every circuit to the after EV to the next tier, and also teach them these guys here. Yeah. This guy and those guys and those guys. So let's continue the grind. And oh, I'm blind, and it is interesting. Really interesting blindness. And now we have a server setup here. I already put some components here. A tier 2 accelerated processing unit, which is equivalent of tier 2 tier 3 central processing units, plus I think tier 2 GPU. Let me just check. Yep, a tier 2 GPU, which is plenty good for us because I don't care about the GPU capabilities that much. But this guy has tier 3 GPU, and this guy is expensive. Anyway, I added an internet card, wireless network card, a tier 3 hard disk, and 2 tier 3.5 RAM. I can add more. And I have some interesting stuff going on here too. And we placed our rack here. Now, let me place my server on top. Yes. Terminal server. Yes. And disk drive. And I want those guys to be connected. Thank you. And now if I link this guy to this, and oh, EPP, we forgot the ROM. Anyway, we also have a disk drive, and I can place the OpenOS here. This guy is, actually, let me, what was the, let's look at it. Hot display. No. Holo glasses. Holo inventory. 5. Let's make you whole. Thank you. And we are, as you can see, the disk is showing up. And our ROM is ready. Let's place this guy here, and we should see some... yeah. Voila! And there should be a bit of a range. Yep, actually a lot of range. Install. Yes, I want to install the OpenOS. The blinking lights. I like them. They are pretty. The disk activity. I think the other one is the network activity. We will see. And why do I speaking with this accent? I don't know which accent it is. Anyway, the installation is complete, and if we reboot, we get... Yep, and I can now remove this guy. As you can see, the rack itself has an interesting interface, and relay mode allows everything inside to talk each other. And if we disable that, they do not. But I want everything to talk to each other in this rack. And for example, if I connect like this and yeah, this, they should be allowing to talk things not from back. Actually, let's make it top. So if I add redstone IO to the top, our computer components, no, not this way. Oh, the terminal needs to be connected. Components. Yeah, we see the redstone now. And if we do this, no. I think that's only network connection. Yeah. We need component connection. Okay, now we can see the redstone component. And if we remove this, we don't see it. As you can see, we can connect two different components, different things, and free. Free.h. Oh, it doesn't have .h. Okay, df. And we have these 3.5 megabytes free space here. Okay, I just realized it doesn't recognize my local DNS server. So I have to handle that. Okay, apparently the problem is one, the ping itself doesn't work really well, and two, well, those guys. So yeah, let's allow those and actually not blacklist them, but turn them allow. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's test it. Okay, it worked. It worked. I can get something from here. Edit. Yep, just a random HTML file. But we can get anything from our local network now. Good, 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 good. This is something I gonna need, because this guy is going to connect to my to a service in our local network. Actually, I will probably add rules to the network to specifically access just few IP addresses. So yeah, it will be much more secure. So yeah, that's that. Other than that, what we are going to do next is going to involve this guy a lot. And a good thing about this thing is this can be either just enable network traffic or component traffic or power. So that is actually quite useful because, for example, I want a server rack, for example, here, and I want it to be connected from one side to those guys with components, as components, and that guy just for power and network. Nothing more, nothing less. Just power and network. And same thing with, for example, a device here. This guy here. This guy itself here, and yeah, any other devices, because it's going to be a huge network. And one more thing, do I have any P2P? No. If I connect this and make this. Voila! Now we can P2P channel some OpenComputers networks. So yeah, it is quite useful. So I don't have to move cables, these cables, everywhere. Conduit. Network conduit, okay. Wait, it is not that. Okay, it is that, but why it is like that? Okay, it uses glass cable. Apparently it uses glass cable and it is a network conduit. It is this guy in Ender.io format. It might be useful. It might be useful actually. So yeah, our next project, next giant project, going to involve a lot of those guys. And some interesting stuff. So, as usual, by the way, in between the cuts, I also upgraded this guy because now we can get Lapatronic energy orbs stupidly fast. So yeah, anyway, this is GregTech, and have an amazing day.